Welcome back, explorers, to Beyond Belief. Today, we're traveling to the majestic Grand Canyon, a place of breathtaking vistas. But this natural wonder hides something else, a secret, a whisper of something impossible. Join us as we descend into the heart of a century-old mystery, the alleged discovery of ancient Egyptian artifacts within the canyon's depths. Prepare yourselves, we're about to journey through time. We'll sift through fact and fiction. Our quest is to uncover the truth behind a story that has captivated imaginations for generations. Fasten your intellectual seatbelts. Our expedition into the unknown is about to begin. Our story begins in 1909. The world was a different place. Mysteries of the ancient world were being revealed. A tantalizing headline appeared in the Arizona Gazette. The article claimed an extraordinary discovery. An ancient Egyptian tomb complex hidden deep within the Grand Canyon, citing a Smithsonian-funded expedition. The article sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The Arizona Gazette detailed the findings of G.E. Kincaid, an explorer for the Smithsonian. Kincaid claimed to find a hidden cave system in a remote part of the canyon. What he found was unbelievable. A labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, adorned with hieroglyphics and Egyptian artifacts. The Smithsonian allegedly sealed off the area. Why the secrecy? What was the Smithsonian hiding? The Arizona Gazette had thrown a bombshell. The Arizona Gazette painted a picture of G.E. Kincaid as a seasoned explorer, a rugged individual, a man drawn to the mysteries of the unknown. But who was this enigmatic figure? Details about Kincaid are scant, adding another layer to the mystery. The Gazette article described him as a well-known mining engineer and explorer. It claimed he was working under the auspices of the Smithsonian, tasked with exploring and mapping the uncharted regions of the Grand Canyon. But no official records of Kincaid's employment with the Smithsonian have ever been found. This lack of evidence has led many to dismiss Kincaid as a fabrication, a figment of a journalist's imagination, a means to lend credibility to an outlandish tale. But what if Kincaid was real? What if he was, as he claimed, simply a man who stumbled upon something extraordinary? Kincaid's alleged discovery sent shockwaves through the world. He claimed to have found a cave opening, hidden among the canyon's sheer cliffs. The entrance was concealed by a natural rock formation, almost invisible to the untrained eye. It was as if the canyon itself was guarding its secret. He ventured inside, his lantern casting flickering shadows on the cave walls. What he found was beyond his wildest dreams, a vast network of tunnels stretching deep into the earth. The air was thick with the smell of dust and decay, the silence broken only by the sound of his own breathing. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings, hieroglyphics that seemed to dance in the flickering lamplight, carvings of strange creatures, part human, part animal. They seemed to watch him from the walls, their silent gazes following his every move. Deeper he ventured, the air growing heavy, the silence pressing in on him. He could feel the weight of centuries bearing down, whispering forgotten secrets. He was walking in the footsteps of ghosts. He came to a vast chamber, its ceiling lost in the darkness above. In the center stood a massive sarcophagus, adorned with gold and precious stones. The air was thick with the smell of incense, as if the tomb had just been sealed. He had stumbled upon something sacred, something that should have remained hidden. He ran his hand along the smooth surface, his fingers tracing the outlines of hieroglyphics. He felt a connection to the past, a sense of wonder and awe. He had to tell the world. Kincaid pressed on, driven by an insatiable curiosity. He discovered chambers filled with artifacts, pottery, weapons, and tools, all bearing the unmistakable hallmarks of ancient Egyptian craftsmanship. And then he found it, the heart of the city, a vast chamber illuminated by an unknown light source, a city carved into the living rock, complete with streets, buildings, and canals. It was a sight that defied belief, a testament to the ingenuity of a lost civilization. He had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary, something that would rewrite history, but would anyone believe him? The Arizona Gazette article dropped a bombshell. It claimed that the Smithsonian Institution was involved. This prestigious institution, a bastion of scientific knowledge, the Gazette alleged that the Smithsonian had funded Kincaid's expedition. The article claimed that Smithsonian researchers had entered the cave. They had seen the artifacts firsthand, but then silence. The Smithsonian made no official statement, no announcements of a groundbreaking discovery, no press conferences, nothing. The Gazette article implied a cover-up. Why would the Smithsonian remain silent about such a monumental find? What were they hiding? The lack of any official response only fueled the flames of speculation. The Smithsonian's silence was deafening. Why wouldn't they confirm or deny the story? Theories abounded. Some whispered that the government had stepped in, that the discovery was simply too explosive, too disruptive to the accepted narrative of history. Others suggested that the Smithsonian was protecting the site, that they were conducting their own research, keeping the discovery under wraps until they had all the answers. But as time passed, the silence from the Smithsonian became more and more difficult to ignore. The Arizona Gazette article lacked one crucial element: photographic evidence. Kincaid had reportedly taken photographs of the artifacts and the cave system, but these photographs were never published. The Gazette claimed they had been lost. Another convenient disappearance? Skeptics pointed to the lack of physical evidence. No artifacts from the alleged Egyptian site have ever surfaced. No credible witnesses have ever come forward. The story seemed to rest solely on the word of G.E. Kincaid and the Arizona Gazette. Despite the lack of evidence, the story of the Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon refused to die. It became part of conspiracy lore, passed down through generations. The echoes of this mystery still resonate today, fueled by our fascination with the unknown and our desire to believe in something extraordinary. Could there be any truth to the tale? Could the Smithsonian be hiding something? Or is this just a case of journalistic embellishment, a story spun to capture the imagination? We may never know for sure. The story of the Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon has been met with skepticism from the start. Historians and archaeologists have consistently debunked the claims, pointing to a lack of evidence and a disregard for established historical facts. The first point of contention is the lack of any archaeological evidence. The Grand Canyon has been extensively explored over the years, yet no trace of any Egyptian presence has ever been found. No hieroglyphics, no tombs, no mummies, no artifacts, nothing. Secondly, the story clashes with our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization. The Egyptians were a seafaring people, but there is no evidence to suggest that they ever crossed the Atlantic Ocean, let alone established a colony in North America. The Grand Canyon is a geological wonder. Its layers of rock tell a story of millions of years of geological processes. Each layer represents a specific time period, a time capsule of Earth's history. The rock layers in which the alleged Egyptian artifacts were found date back hundreds of millions of years, long before the emergence of human civilization, let alone the rise of ancient Egypt. The geology of the Grand Canyon simply does not support the presence of human artifacts from that era. Section 3. A matter of logic. The lack of evidence, coupled with the geological inconsistencies, casts serious doubt on the story. But there are other reasons to be skeptical. The Arizona Gazette article itself is riddled with inconsistencies and questionable claims. For example, the article claims that the Smithsonian funded Kincaid's expedition. Yet no records exist of any such funding, or of Kincaid's employment with the Smithsonian. It seems highly unlikely that a prestigious institution like the Smithsonian would be involved in such a poorly documented expedition. Section 4. The lure of the unknown. Despite the lack of evidence and the debunking by experts, the story persists. Why? What is it about this story that continues to capture our imaginations? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the possibility that there are still mysteries out there waiting to be uncovered. The Grand Canyon, with its vastness and rugged beauty, is a place that naturally inspires wonder and speculation. It's easy to imagine that such a place could hold secrets that have been hidden for centuries. Section 1. The power of a good story. The human mind craves narrative. We are hardwired to seek patterns, to connect the dots, to weave seemingly disparate threads into a cohesive tapestry. And what makes a better story than a hidden history? A secret buried beneath layers of time and obfuscation. The story of the Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon taps into this primal need. It offers us a glimpse into a world beyond our understanding, a world where ancient civilizations traversed oceans and left their mark on distant shores. Even if the evidence is lacking, the story itself is compelling. It speaks to our sense of wonder, our desire to believe that there is more to history than what is written in our textbooks. The story of the Egyptian artifacts also plays into the idea of forbidden archaeology, the notion that there are powerful forces at work suppressing evidence that challenges the established narrative. This idea is particularly appealing to conspiracy theorists, who see the world as a place where secrets are currency, and where those in power will stop at nothing to maintain their control. In the case of the Egyptian artifacts, the Smithsonian Institution becomes the perfect villain, a shadowy organization dedicated to protecting its version of history, even if it means burying the truth. The story of the Egyptian artifacts also taps into our fascination with lost civilizations, cultures that have vanished into the mists of time, leaving behind only tantalizing clues. We are drawn to these mysteries, compelled to uncover their secrets, to understand their fate. The idea that the ancient Egyptians, a civilization renowned for its ingenuity and grandeur, could have reached North America and left behind a hidden city in the Grand Canyon is simply too intriguing to ignore, even if the evidence is circumstantial at best. The story allows us to imagine a world where history is not what we thought it was, a world where anything is possible. The Grand Canyon is a place of immense power and beauty. Its vastness is humbling, its secrets run deep. It is a place that invites speculation, that whispers of forgotten histories. While the story of the Egyptian artifacts may be just that, a story, it serves as a reminder that there is still much we don't know about our planet and about the civilizations that came before us. The Grand Canyon, with its unexplored depths and hidden passages, may yet reveal secrets that will rewrite history, but until then the mystery remains. So what are we to believe? Did ancient Egyptians truly traverse vast oceans to carve their legacy into the heart of the Grand Canyon? Or is this just another tall tale, a fabrication designed to sell newspapers and fuel imaginations? The evidence, or rather the lack thereof, speaks for itself. Historians and archaeologists have consistently debunked the claims, pointing to the overwhelming lack of physical evidence and the geological impossibilities presented by such a theory. Yet the story persists, whispered in online forums, retold in hushed tones around campfires. The legend endures, a testament to the power of a good story and our enduring fascination with the unknown. Perhaps the truth, as they say, is out there, buried deep beneath layers of time and speculation. Or perhaps it's closer than we think, hidden in plain sight, disguised as a tale we tell ourselves. A tale that reminds us that sometimes the most incredible stories are the ones we choose to believe. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please like and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content.